So if you're wondering what to do with your life, I want you to ask yourself what your natural curiosity is. For more like this, check out my purpose and passion video. It's a long video. It's very helpful, if I do say so myself. But Alex Hormozi said something along the lines how you want to stay in the game. Like, the point of playing the game is to stay in the game. I don't remember the rest, but basically, you gotta love the game that you're playing. If you want to be the best at what you do, you got to be more attached to your inputs than your outputs. You got to be more attached to the process than the outcome. The outcome will come as a result of what you do, your day-to-day actions. Sure, disappointment will occur, failure will occur, it's inevitable. And it's there to make you better, to challenge you and to ask you to rise up. I think sometimes the universal God asks you to become more before you are, to make you ready for your blessing, if you will. The real test is how long can you stay in the game? How long can you hold on? How long can you keep showing up? You will inevitably win if you just don't quit. So if you think about what you're naturally curious about, that is where you want to go. I'm not going to say it's the most practical route, and actually if you're just starting your career and if what you're naturally curious about is perhaps not going to set you up for the lifestyle you want, then I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you go with that. So if you want help with what to do with your life, a degree to choose, etc., then definitely check out my video on passion and purpose. I've got timestamps, and that will genuinely help you. But if you are happy to follow your purpose or passion, then you want to ask yourself what you're naturally curious about. Questions that you are continuously drawn to, or questions that you seem to naturally have the answers to. That is where you want to go, because your creativity in that field will be beyond the average person. That's where your blessings lie. Another thing you can look at is your biggest pain points. What's something that you struggled with the most? What's something that you struggle with the most to this day? I like to say your pain points is where your potential lies. So have a look at that. I think Tam Kaur says there's power in your pain or something. Look at what you struggle with. Have you struggled with social confidence your whole life? Have you found a solution to overcoming that? If so, that is what you need to lean into. Is it that you what is it that makes you different? What is it that makes you special? If you don't know, that's okay. I would just say get experience then. You can't go wrong in seeking out experience. You will inevitably learn about yourself. Again, I touched on this in the video. But if you're really stuck on what it is that you're meant to do, I just want you to go and think about what it is that you continuously come back to. What is your North Star? If no one else's opinion mattered, what is it that you keep Googling about? What is it that where your ears perk up in a conversation? What's that? Where your brain naturally goes to the questions that you want to answer, like I said. Perhaps the way that you're most easily there for people. How are you the biggest support to other people? I'm not saying that that's necessarily the healthiest choice, but that could be a path for you. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. If you want a more in-depth guide, then please, I highly recommend that video, not just for my sake, but just because I'm a lot more concise there. But just think about what you're naturally curious about, what naturally excites you over and over again. You might go off of it for a little bit, but you just find your way back to it again and again. And that should give you a little bit of guidance. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.